Good morning, students. Let us discuss the next lesson language, writing, and great books. Okay, so you are the students, already you know the importance of language and writing. So, you are doing regularly with the help of you are learning something with the help of language and writing. So here one example given. So Deepika went to Shadnagar railway station. So to go to her village. So at the time of holidays or some festival, so she want to go to village. She was surprised to hear the railway information announced in so many languages. So already you are also experienced that. So when you traveled in the trains, I think you are also heard the announcement in different languages. So she also saw the name Shadnagar written in three different ways. She started wondering why there are so many languages and why ways of writing. So you can see here Shadnagar, the name of the railway station or village, written in three languages. One is Telugu, Hindi, and English and Urdu also. If you observe our Telangana official seal or emblem, you can find three languages in that. One is English, second one is Telugu, another one is Urdu. Okay, so means here the Telangana government is giving more important for three languages. So who can understand, the people who can understand these languages. Okay, so here what is language? That is more important. Already you know that language is a medium of expression. So every person can express his ideas with the language. Okay, so if here one question is, if the language is not there, so how can we express our ideas? Okay, already you know that some dumb people who are unable to speak, they can express their ideas with actions, with signs, with a sign. Okay, so but they are unable to express their idea 100%. They could not express their idea 100%. So if there is no language, we face that problem. We can express our idea, but we cannot express our idea with full or 100%. Okay, so dogs bark and birds tweet, but humans are the only living beings on earth who speak a language. So human beings can make a variety of sounds from their mouth that no animal or bird can. This enables us to speak and develop language because of our vocal cords. So human being, human body, human structure, so help to speak. But the type of structure is not there in the birds or animals. Okay, next. So language has become such an important part of our lives. So we think and understand with the help of language. Okay, we think in the language only. We can dream, we can imagine with the help of language, and we can understand with the language. So we communicate with each other with the help of language. Whatever you want, either command, either request, either you want to tell something, So you can convey your idea with the language only. So we learn from others with the help of language. We use language to play. We do so many things with the help of language. So what are the importance of language? So shall we discuss? First of all, we use language to organize and plan our own work. So what we have to do now? What is our plan today? So everything we can plan, we can organize ourselves with the language only. Okay. Secondly, we use language to draw the attention of others and ask them to do something, to tell something, to ask something, to express something. With others, we use the language every day. From morning onwards, you ask so many to your mother to provide something, to help something, okay, like that. Okay, so we use language to communicate or to draw the attention of others. Next, we use language to create new things and just to have fun. So we use language to create some new things also, like we make funny sentences, funny words, funny poems, and laugh and make others laugh. So moreover, we try to understand the world around us with the help of language. So because of language, so the information about the world is in our hand. So people wrote different books about different places. So with the help of books, with the help of language, we are able to understand, we are able to learn about different places, different people. Okay, we also try to imagine things which do not exist around us with the help of language. So can we think without using any language? So it is little bit difficult. Why? Because already we are habituated with language. So in the beginning, we don't know how the people lived. Okay. So, but at present we can't. Okay. Or can we imagine stories about far off times and places if you do not have any language? So we investigate and use our reason to find out about something, but we cannot do this without language. We also use language to talk to others about what we feel and experience. So always, some people may be talkative, they usually talk more, but some people express their views it needed. Okay, but both the people need language. Suppose an early hunter gatherer saw a tree full of ripe fruits in a far off place. How could she or he couldn't use any language tell her friends what she found and where? So how she was expressed? She found a tree full of fruits, ripened fruits, but how she can express without language? It is very difficult. Even she may try to express that in sign or acts, but maybe people can't understand that signs. Okay, so suppose you are hurt and in pain. How can you tell your parents about it without using any language? So we cannot convey our problem, our pain to our parents without language. Okay, Surely you can also think of many examples of how we use language and what language does for us. So every day we use language for different purposes, to express, okay, to convey, okay, to learn, to read, to listen, to understand. So we use language for different purposes. It appears that human beings have been speaking and using language right from the earliest times when they gathered food in the forest. So we thought that earlier people, maybe 15,000 or 20,000 years back, so they used languages, not Telugu, either English. So but they used some different languages to express their views. Okay. So language has helped people to pass information to their children about what they saw, what they learned, and what they felt. So like that only the history carried forward from past to present. Okay, even Vedas, even our culture carried forward from ancient people to present with the help of language. So at the time we don't have the provision to write, to provision to print. Okay, only orally the people by hearted that, and they carried those information about science, about medicine, about literature. So all those carried through language only. Okay, so each generation of people can build on what the earlier generation know and add to it. We can learn from people all over the world, and we can tell them about what we think and know. Language thus brings together people who are far away from each other, even people who are now long dead and those who are living. So, isn't it wonderful? Yes. So, because of language, we can learn so many things, we can adapt. Okay, next. Why are there so many languages? So, in the world, thousands of languages are there. Even in India, hundreds of languages are there. So, why these much languages are formed? So, language is developed by a group of people living together, not by all the people. So, one language is developed by one group of people living together. At the time, people, very small group of people lived together. Okay, so they decided to call the drink that quenches their thirst as water. Some people decided to call that as water. Another group of people who may be living far away from the first group may decide to call the same drink as Nilu, and another group may call it as Tanni. So all these words mean the same, but they use different sounds or symbols for it. So every group used different words to express about one thing. That is why people developed different languages such as English, Sanskrit, Persian, Chinese, Hindi, Telugu, like that. So many languages are there. Okay. Often one group of people who spoke a language separated into different subgroups, and each group in turn developed different languages from the old languages. So from one language only. So accent is different, some words are different. So different subgroups used different languages from the old language. So we can say that all these languages belongs to one family, Thus, originally a group of people spoke a language which today we call early Dravidian. When the people who spoke this language began to live in distant places and mixed with other people, they developed new languages. Among them are Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Gondi, etc. These languages belong to the Dravidian family. Next, there is another language family in India called the Indo-Aryan family. The famous languages of this family are Sanskrit, Hindi, Bengali, Marathi. So there are some other language groups also, their families also there in India. So like that, from one language, so different languages came with the help of different groups. Okay, so as people traveled and mixed with each other, their languages too mixed with each other, and people adapted several words from each other languages. Even in our dictionary, Oxford Dictionary, so many words from different languages are inserted in that dictionary. So which are the words which are using more, those can be added into the dictionary. Like that, here people also who are traveled or who are mixed with other people, they adapted different words from other languages. So thus Telugu today uses many words taken from Sanskrit, Marathi, Arabic, Persian and English. In Telangana, we use so many Urdu words in Telugu. We mix the Urdu words in Telugu. So like that, so languages are mixed. So writing and script. So we write and read languages with the help of scripts. As you know, many kinds of scripts: Roman script, Devanagari script, Arabic script, Telugu script and Tamil script, like that. Actually, we can write any language in any script. For example, we can write the name of the Hyderabad with all the scripts. So already we have discussed in the beginning of the lesson. So the Shadnagar, name of the Shadnagar written in different languages. One is Telugu, Hindi, English and Urdu. Like that, we can write the name of the city in different languages also. Even name also we can write in different languages. In fact, we can even make new scripts. Okay, next. While it may seem easy and fun to you now, actually it took human beings thousands of years to develop scripts like the ones we use today. So to make a form, to prepare a script for one language, so it took thousands of years. Okay, so in the beginning they just draw pictures instead of writing. So in the beginning, at the time of hunting gatherers, they don't know. So already we studied how they painted in the caves in the previous classes. Okay, so in the beginning they don't know how to write. So what they did, they draw the pictures. To say that the goat is running, they would make a picture of goat and another picture of two running legs. So slowly the scripts as we know them developed. For thousand years ago, the people of Indus Valley used scripts, but we do not know how to read them. So many inscriptions we found in different places, but we are unable to read what they wrote on the inscriptions. Why? Because that language is different. Okay, so here you can see here, this is the Indus script. So with some pictures like that, so we are unable to read this script. Next, most of the scripts we use in India today, so those are actually developed from Brahmi script used by Ashoka. So one of the earliest inscriptions found in Andhra Pradesh region is from Battiprolu Stupa in Krishna district. So this was inscribed around 2000 BC. So here Battiprolu inscription. So this is the language they used to write information. Okay, so what did people write on? So how the people write on where they wrote. So in the beginning, so they don't know pen, they don't know paper, they don't know printing procedure also. So that's why they in the beginning they used probably wrote on cloth, leaves, box, etc. So which decayed and got destroyed with time. So many of our Vedas also destroyed. Okay, like that. Some people even wrote on pots by scratching on them. Some of these pots have survived. However, the earliest writing of long text that has survived till date is Ashoka's inscriptions, which were engraved on rocks or stone pillars. So, inscription means the information wrote on the rock or pillar, stone pillar. So, in many parts of South India, people wrote on palm leaves which were cut to a definite size. They used a pin like pen to scratch on the dried leaf and colored it with black ink. So they never used ink pen. After writing the words or script on the dried leaves, so by scratching, so later they filled the ink in that. So in North India, they used the barks of burja trees which grow in the Himalayas. In those days, paper had not been created. Like that, language, script, and writing to preserve the ideas. So they are developed. Okay, so we'll discuss next part of the lesson in the next class. Okay, write your own points. Thank you.